to back it up. Ego so big, it must admit I got every reason to feel like I'm next. Ego so strong, I don't need no beat.
Awesome. So again, we're live here at the Supreme Court. We're here with Alex from AFSCME. Of course, our labor community did so much to make this day possible. How do you feel today?
I have no words. I am just so excited. I know that working people across the country know that the court has been rigged, and we know that Justice Jackson has an incredible dedication to public service, the daughter of public school teachers, the sister of a police officer, law enforcement officer, and a long history of serving on the courts and as a public defender, that she understands the trials and tribulations of workers, and we are thrilled to see her rise to the Supreme Court.
What do you think her tenure will mean for working people in the United States?
Unrigging the economy and unrigging the courts and making sure that everybody has equal justice under the law.
That's right. Questions?
The court has been rigged, but do you feel better now? Like, we at least have like one very, intelligent, I don't want to say pure because that sounds weird, but moral, upstanding.
Judiciary hearings, and I was blown away by how incredible all of her answers were, how voluminous the information that she just has stored, and I look forward to having that level of incredible, phenomenal brilliance on the court, representing us as the first Black woman on the Supreme Court.
Well, I think, as organizers and activists, we're so used to getting so much less than we want and deserve, and our leaders, and it feels incredible to be out here today for a woman who is just simply radiant intellectually in her personal life. She just, when her college best friend talked about her, I cried during that, so much crying.
Yeah, I was talking to another friend of mine earlier today about how you don't really entirely understand the moment of history that we're currently in right now, that we're going to look back on and realize that this was a pivot in American history. I know that they were talking about the moral arc of the universe, as Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King spoke about. We're definitely bending that arc, and right now is where you can really see the arc bending pretty hard. So, and I'm super excited that we're getting to be a part of that today.
So what's next? What should people do next?
Continue advocating for fair jurists to go to our courts, and continuing to work and engage at all levels of our democracy. So,
thank you so much.
Good to see y'all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is such a great day for folks. I mean, as we're hearing, so many folks who work so hard, to your point, feels like we've got everything we deserve with this fight. And just to see her and really be a part of this celebration is so heartwarming. Come on, Dara. And we got Dara Baldwin here. Come on, Dara. Come here. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
So we are live, Dara. Why don't you just introduce yourself to all of our folks?
Sure, I'm Dara Baldwin. I am the Director of National Policy for the Center for Disability Rights, and I'm a member of the She Will Rise Collective. Hi, everybody. Awesome. KBJ, woohoo!
That's right. So we just saw KBJ rise right to the Supreme Court today. As a Black woman, right, as someone who fought so hard for this victory, how does today feel for you?
Elated and emotional. I wish my mom and my grandma were here, but I have a goddaughter who is a sophomore at Penn State, and I'm just looking at her. And right behind you are our babies who are drawing on the ground, and they're the future, and this is for them. All the work I do is for them. It's not for us. And to hear KBJ, Justice Jackson, speak this morning and put forth God first in her work, really centers me and it centers what we do. And it's just beautiful to see this happening with so much going on in the world. If you want to pan over to what happened over there at that building on January 6th, right, of 2021, and to be over here a year and a couple of months later, celebrating this country, celebrating what we are as a country, celebrating black women. Yeah, I never would have thought that, right? Like, this was not in my mindset of this happening. And that's what this country is, right? We can go through good times and bad times. And it's so wonderful to see people celebrating. We're always out here protesting. And it's so nice to be out here celebrating. Woo!
And obviously you are a huge advocate for disability rights. Just tell folks, what do the courts mean for protecting disability rights, and particularly what does Judge Jackson and jurists like Judge Jackson go into the court? What does that mean for protecting disability rights?
Sure, great questions. And yes, the courts, as people know, right, uphold the laws, right? We got 3 branches of government people don't understand. Those are the legislators, right? And those are the judiciary people. And Judge Jackson has done 3 really significant cases that she's decided on that have been great for us. One of them actually is, for the District of Columbia, Pierce versus the District of Columbia. I am a resident of the district, must say, and I'll get back to that, but we don't have a federal prison system here, so unfortunately our people are sent out to the country. And disabled folks who cannot communicate through the telephone were not able to communicate with their families. And Mr. Pierce was a deaf man who is in the prison system, and they did not give him his ADA right to use video relay or ASL interpreters to talk to his family and interact with his family, communicate with his family, who can't afford to go to Oklahoma or Iowa or Texas, wherever they sent him to. And she judged on that case. She did a decision on that case and said, you, the District of Columbia, are responsible for providing his Title II benefits under the ADA. And when she gets on the bench, she will be the only jurist to actually have decided on cases that are good for the ADA, right? We got, like I said, about 3 of them. She did another case against Uber. Just so y'all know, Uber refuses to be accessible, so does Lyft. They don't feel they need to follow the ADA because they're not a brick and mortar company, but you do, right? You are a company in this country. It's Title III, the ADA, and that's what she told them, right? You have to do those things. So she's done some really great cases for us, and we're excited to have someone on the court who not only knows the ADA, has championed for the ADA, civil rights, and knows the disability community, knows the disability justice community, which is the black disabled community, and we're happy to have that.
Yeah, we know representation matters, we know, but we also know perspective matters, and the fact that she's been involved in these cases makes a huge difference. Joss?
Oh, 100%. No, thank you for educating me on all of that. I mean, because she has such a luminous record, but a lot of this stuff people don't think about, because our cycle tends to focus on elections and maybe some bills, but a lot of the future of this country is being decided right here in that building.
That is correct.
What do you see being different about the court now that she's here?
So, good question, you're right. And like I said, people don't understand. So bills get passed, and a lot of social justice people, they'll pass a bill and they're like happy and it's over with. And that's not true. Then you have to implement a bill, right? And that's what the White House does, and that's what the Department of Health and Human Services does, or the Department of Transportation does. And if they don't do it right, or if something's not going well, then the judiciary comes and they look at it and they say, okay, what was Congress's intent on that law? Or you need to go back and kind of fix this law. Just like with ADA that was signed in 1990, after a couple of years of cases, because of the definition of the ADA, the court said it's too narrow. You need to widen that definition. So let's remember the late 80s, you had HIV and AIDS, right? And LGBTQ folks were not included in the ADA, and HIV and AIDS wasn't included because you had some racist, homophobic folks like Jesse Helms in Congress who were like, no, we're not doing that. And so the courts looked at it, and in 2008, we had to amend the ADA, and it was the ADAA, the Americans with Disabilities Amendment Act, which broadened that definition of disability. So now it included those chronically ill, those who have episodic disabilities. Like HIV is episodic. You could be living your life and not full-blown HIV, or like MS, multiple sclerosis. Those of you who watched West Wing, like the president didn't have it, and then all of a sudden, he had it. So that's an episodic, right? Those who have cancer, you're not cured. It's still with you, but you can use your ADA reasonable accommodations if you need a good chair or something like that. That came from the courts. That came from the Supreme Court looking at the ADA and saying you need to expand that. And so that's the importance of the court. It's called check and balances. That's why you have that balance, that scale where you see justice, and justice, although it is ableist, is blind. That is an ableist structure that we have that we need to change, because just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't actually see or participate in something, but that is what we have, and that's what that scale is, and balancing out what legislators do and what administration does to put forward statutes.
Yeah, again, I didn't know a lot of that, so thank you so much. Are you feeling hopeful right now?
Yes, I'm very hopeful, and this is where I'm going to bring in our thing. I'm hopeful because everyone during this session, call your senators, call your senators. Well, I am, as I said, a resident of the district, and I don't have any senators. We don't have senators. That's what that means, people. So when you ask me and Marcus to call our senators, we don't have any. So DC statehood. DC statehood. That's why it's imperative we become a state.
That's right. We don't have any representation in Congress, but now we've got a native Washingtonian on the Supreme Court.
And yesterday, if you watched the historic vote, you saw all those states get to vote, and we didn't. DC didn't get to vote on this historic thing. As a black woman paying taxes in this country, I didn't get to see that, and it's hurtful. So those of you out there who your senator isn't supporting, which there are Democratic senators who still are supporting us, like Mark Kelly and Sinema and Angus King, you need to get on board and support us and make sure that we have a vote on important things like this. It is disrespectful to the 700,000 plus residents of the district. And you know who else is disrespectful to?
Children.
To these babies. To these babies. They are our future, and they should be able to have 2 senators in the Senate. These are our babies.
That's right. It's all about our future. Yeah, that's a plug for DC statehood, and that DC statehood is justice too, right? So absolutely. Thank you so much, dog. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Justice Jackson.
That's right.
And black women, power to black women. We are the future.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna go enjoy some of that go-go, right?
What am I saying?
Thank you for being here. We're Justice Jackson. Yeah, on it. Okay, yeah, I haven't been able to find routine. So the camera's right there. You'll talk to Marcus and Josh.
Okay, like 30 seconds type?
Yeah, 30
Okay.
seconds to a minute. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to hold your steps?
would pass me by, 'cause you know I walk 1,000 miles to find a chance. See you tonight.
All right, we are back here live. The celebration is still in full swing. We've got the little ones chalking. We've got go-go music. We've got folks taking photos. If you are in the D.C. area and you want to come down and join us, please do. We're here with somebody who did come down and join us. Keith, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Keith Tyrion with Alliance for Justice.
Awesome, awesome, and thank you. Obviously, your organization did so much work, right, to get this nomination across the line, right, to make sure that we got to this moment. So how does today feel?
Today feels absolutely incredible. We've been fighting hard for years to work for a court that works for all of us and not just the wealthy and powerful. Today is incredible. Today is joyous. Today is the culmination of weeks, decades, years, long time of fighting for this court, and here we are.
Absolutely, here we are, and I know, you know, we really want to stay in the moment in the celebration, but obviously we're thinking ahead to what kind of impact a Justice Jackson will have on the court. For Alliance for Justice, you know, why was it so important to push to get this nomination across the line, and what hope do you have for the court on the issues that are critical to you?
Yeah, this fight was so important to us because it was an opportunity to show the sheer swell of momentum and the support for putting a justice on the court that truly reflects the country, not just in demographics, but also in professional experience. For too long, the court has been predominantly white men who represent corporate attorneys, prosecutors. The experience that Justice Jackson brings, her very being there on the court, will already shift it no matter what. We are really looking forward to seeing the pure legal brilliance that comes out of her and on this court today.
That's right. No, we were just talking earlier. This is going to be the first court in history where there won't be a majority of white men on the court. So it's a huge day and on a lot of things, but the way decisions are made, the way they're addressed, the way they're interpreted is going to be dramatically changed with that addition. So that's huge.
Yeah, and you know, I've asked a couple of people here this, what is it like to be here on a positive day when you're so, you know, the opposite, to say the least?
You know, one of the last times we turned out to this court was the groundswell of opposition the day Kavanaugh was confirmed. What we saw that day, though, was thousands of people refusing to give up on this court and turning out to say this is our court and it's going to work for all of us and protect the rights of all of us. Being here today is building on that momentum that stands on the shoulders of the work of so many for years and for decades. We're thrilled to be here today.
You know, I love that you say that because we're so used to the Supreme Court being a source of oppression, but the idea of an objective judiciary, which is totally removed from partisan politics, is a very beautiful one. And Ketanji Jackson Brown, she like embodies that. She is, you know, everybody says this about her, her friends, her family, her colleagues. She's judicious, she's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think we could have that?
We absolutely can, and also need to point out that a key stepping stone to her nomination to the Supreme Court was a commitment to filling our federal courts at all levels with people who truly represent the breadth of people and the breadth of legal professions across the country. We can't forget that there are still over 100 vacancies on our federal lower court that we want to fill with 100 Ketanji Brown Jacksons, with 100 people who will continue to move the court towards one that better reflects all of us.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for tuning in today. Yeah, no problem.
Can I,
Bounce for Jackson. 1, 2, bounce for Jackson.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. Yes, 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 yes.
Is everybody having a good time? I can't hear you. Is everybody having a good time? Woo! Jumping for Jackson. That sounds like a new hashtag. Jumping for Jackson. Say jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Let me see you jump for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Let me hear you say jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Jumping for Jackson. Say jump for Jackson. Louder jump for Jackson. Louder jump for Jackson. Jump for Jackson. Give yourselves a hand. Woo! So guys, we want this to be super interactive for our children. So we have a great sidewalk chalk activity for them. Will the sidewalk chalkers please raise your hands so the children can come do some interactive art with you guys? If you're doing the sidewalk chalk, please raise your hand. Okay. That way. To your left, the kids can go over and do sidewalk chalk. Also, please make sure you visit the swag table, get some posters. Don't visit the swag table. You missed all the posters. Now I'm going to turn it over to my very capable cohort, Khadija. Let's welcome her to the stage with a warm hand clap.
All right, I'm going to get up here so you can see me. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Is this a celebration? When's the last time we jumped for a Supreme Court justice? We're jumping today. We're jumping for Jackson. Hey, put your signs up one more time. Let's see those signs. Justice Jackson. Justice Jackson. It's a beautiful day. Today is a celebration. Today is a celebration. Joy, joy. Joy, joy. How many of you are feeling joyful today? How many of you are feeling joyful today? How many of you have been waiting on this moment all your lives? All your lives you've been waiting on this moment. All the hard work you all put in, all the phone calls you made, all the petitions you signed, all the people you spoke to in your lives about this confirmation today. I would be remiss if I didn't mention all of the outstanding organizations that put this event on for you today. Today is not a day of a whole bunch of speeches and carrying on. It's about celebrating KBJ. It's about celebrating KBJ. So I want to recognize the outstanding organizations who sponsored this today, put this on for you today, and organized this for you today. After I say their name, please give them a round of applause. Please give them a round of applause. They worked so hard. We're going to go alphabetical order here. Alliance for Justice. American Association for Access, Equity, and Diversity. AFSCME. The American Constitution Society. The Asian American Legal Defense and Education Fund. Catholics for Choice. Center for Popular Democracy Action. Demcast USA. Democratic Secretaries of State Association. Emily's List. End Citizens United. Let America Vote. Girls Inc. Houston Immigration Legal Services Collaborative. Human Rights Campaign. Indivisible. Jewish Democratic Council of America. The Leadership Conference of Civil and Human Rights. NARAL, Pro-Choice America. National Center for Lesbian Rights. National Council of Jewish Women. National Organization for Women. National Partnership for Women and Families. It's about the women, isn't it? It's about the women. National Women's Law Center. My organization, New Pennsylvania Project. We're going down the alphabet here, y'all. Come on, here we go. All right. Somebody in church will be shouting, take your time, take your time. Thank you. Okay. Organizers. People for the American Way.
Hi, I'm here at the Supreme Court with Michelle from the Union of Concerned Scientists. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are you? This is a wonderful celebration today.
It really is. So are the scientists less concerned now?
Not less concerned, but very happy to have somebody on the court who will understand what science is and the importance of science as well as the government's role in science.
So have you been following this process closely? What was this all like for you?
Yes. So I am lucky to work with a wonderful cohort and coalition of progressive organizations who've been working on court nominations for quite a few years. So this is the culmination of a lot of hard work that we've been doing for many years, fighting the fight during the Trump years to do what we can there, but really wanted to thank everybody at home for calling their senators. All of those calls really do make a difference, especially the calls to the Republican offices. It was important that we got some bipartisan support, so really happy on that score. Should have been more, but happy with what we've got.
Yeah, the 3 Republican senators, thank you to them, tentatively, I suppose. Could have used that energy during the Kavanaugh fight, but who's counting? Do you think that, we know that we have a country that where the policy does not respect scientists, and that is leading us to our ruin very swiftly. Could you explain to people who maybe don't understand the role the judiciary plays in that?
So the role of the judiciary is really important, especially when we're looking at things like disinformation. So when you have misleading facts, or not even facts, they're just lies that are coming out, we need to have a court that says these are the facts of the case and these are the facts of what's going on, and to stand by those real facts as they are and not get messed up in any kind of scientific integrity issues where you have things like Sharpiegate, where the last president literally took a Sharpie and trying to change what the facts of science were, and it just didn't work. So we've seen a lot of kind of different attacks like that through the years, and unfortunately certain parties have gotten to be more and more bold about those attacks.
Why do you think they're doing that? I mean, I have my own theories, but why do you think? She's a scientist, so I'm listening to her.
For some of them, the actual scientific facts are inconvenient and don't play to what they want their stories. So they have no problem or compunction of changing the facts to suit their cases. So we've seen it in the last administration, and just kind of the way certain parties are willing to bend the truth to whatever they need to do to be successful.
It's it's all these beautiful kids are running around. It's terrifying. I mean, so what's your specialty? What were you trained in?
So I am a policy director, so I get to do all sorts of wonderful policy work. So I get to work with the House, the Senate, the White House, and the different agencies. So there's a lot of different policies going on, everything from climate change to scientific integrity to the pandemic and the science behind different vaccinations and kind of what goes into a vaccination and when it's safe and when it's not safe to be out.
Well, we need people to, because this is the problem, right? And I felt this way when I was getting educated. It's like you have all these brilliant people doing their work in a silo who are frequently underpaid and do not have a wonderful comms team being like, hey, this is what we should do about the pandemic. This is what we should do about the climate crisis. Like, what is your organization doing to facilitate that, and how can people help?
So what we've been really doing and concentrating on is growing the federal government scientific capacity. So under the last administration, we saw a lot of scientists really leaving the administrations, whether we're talking CDC or we're talking the FDA or EPA. So right now we're trying to rebuild those scientific agencies right now and really diversify, because scientists look like every shape and color across the world. And it's not always reflected there. So it's not reflected in a lot of places. Our court is only finally now getting, a black woman. But we need to see more scientists of color also in those agencies. So we're working a lot on doing things like that at the moment.
Well, because, scientific questions, I think we both respect science too much and too little in this country sometimes. Like, the studies that get funded are very much motivated by people's political beliefs and, the research questions that get asked. I mean, it always blows my mind when people are like, this is this control group. It's like, yeah, but did you include communities of color or different income brackets or different genders?
Exactly. A lot of things that are done don't include different people of color. They don't look at the economic areas either. We see a lot of environmental justice issues going throughout this country, so there's an economic component too. But people are living in places where it's simply not safe. The water is not safe to drink. The air is not safe to breathe. And so we see children of color especially suffering, whether it's from lead poisoning or higher rates of asthma. And these are things that need to be studied and really taken seriously about the disparate impacts that are going on for different communities.
Thank you so much for being here. It really does feel like a party down here. I'm having a great time anyway.
Me too.
What would you tell all these kids that are, they're going to grow up with a black woman on the Supreme Court? Are you hopeful for them?
I am very hopeful. I was just on the phone with my sister-in-law, and we were remarking that my 5-year-old nephew will never know a court without a black woman, and he'll never know that the presidencies had never had a black president. So things like that are what keeps me going for all the wonderful small children here and the others across the country, that their world is going to look very different than what we grew up with.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you for all the fine work you do. And where can people find you guys on Twitter or whatever?
Sure, we're at, Unique Concerned Scientist. And I'm not sure what our Twitter handle is, but I should know off the top of my head.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we're here celebrating at the Supreme Court the confirmation of Justice Jackson Brown with a lot of wonderful music.
Of liberty. As the listening skies, let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Up, up, lift your way up. Up, lift your voice up. Up, lift your way up. Up, lift your voice up. Up, lift your way up. Lift your voice up. Lift your way up. Lift your voice up. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought. Let us march on. till victory is won. Lift your way up, lift your voice up. Lift your way up, lift your voice up. Lift your way up, lift your voice up.
Look at your neighbor and say, sometimes you just gotta lean on me. Sometimes you just gotta lean on me.
Sometimes.
All right, this is the universal song that brings us together. Give it up for Gabby and Mikey.
Times in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrows. Oh, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, yeah. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you to carry on, boy. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. Your pride. Brother, when you need a hand,
we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
if there is a load that you can bear, that you can carry.
I'm right up the road, and I'll bear your load.
I'll bear your load.
If you just call
So just call me.
Call me.
Any time of the day,
Call me.
any time of the hour,
Call
you can call on me. No matter what you're going through, you can call on me. No matter what it might be, you can call on me.
When you need a friend, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Call on your sister. Call on your brother. They'll be right there. They'll be right there. It won't be long. Look up.
Say, look to the hills.
Look up.
From whence comes your help?
Look up.
Where does your help come from? Comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth.
Look up.
So look up, look up.
Look up.
Look up, look up.
Look up.
Whoa.
Your head to the sky. Come on, y'all. Hey, come on. Keep your head to the sky. Oh, keep your head to the sky. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, keep your head to the sky.
Be optimistic.
Awesome, awesome. So we are back here live. The celebration's still in full swing, and obviously you all out here to celebrate a momentous occasion. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell which organization you represent?
Hi, I'm Erin Martin. I'm Director of Nominations with the National Women's Law Center. Very excited.
Hi, and I'm Lark Lewis. I'm Manager of Creative and Digital Strategies at the National Women's Law Center.
Awesome, awesome. So obviously for the National Women's Law Center, this is a fantastic day. Talk a little bit about your work on the nomination and kind of how we got to this moment.
So I have done a lot of work on Judge Jackson's nomination. Very exciting. As soon as she was nominated, we've done a lot of work in terms of just lobbying the Senate to make sure that we build support for her nomination. Also with the White House in terms of coordinating the messaging strategy as well, which is exciting. And we've also helped to get together amazing events like this, which Lark can share a little bit more about. We had a rally to kick off the hearings. We also had a brunch to kind of center Black women leaders as well that have been working on pushing for Judge Jackson to be nominated and to have a Black woman in the Supreme Court. And we're excited to see the first Black woman in the Supreme Court's 233-year history. So Lark can share a little bit more about our rally.
Yeah. So obviously we're centering joy here. Like Erin said, we have the entire process. It's not often in the time that we've been in the work that we've been able to have such a purely joyful moment. So definitely shout out to everyone that helped make this happen. Like Erin said, we couldn't have done this without the help of the Senate, the White House, everyone in office elected or appointed that helped us get here, and certainly not the people that are here now that called their senators, that have been pushing for this moment. I mean, She Will Rise basically made this happen, right? Like we wouldn't even have this moment. It wouldn't have been a campaign promise if they didn't do this work. So we're just so happy to be a part of this and to see it come to fruition for sure.
That's amazing. Yeah, and we're reflecting a lot on the positive today, which we should. But we know that, right, as much as your work is about uplifting the voices of women in so many ways, it's also about defending women leaders against attacks. So talk a little bit about, the heinous attacks on Judge Jackson and just your work and so many others' work in the coalition to really show her record, right, to defend her, to have her back as she went through this process.
We've definitely made sure that we've called out the heinous attacks against Judge Jackson's record. We worked with the Leadership Conference and joined their letter that was sent to the senators and calling out the treatment and mistreatment of Judge Jackson during the course of her hearings. And part of the work that we've also done has been centering and uplifting the gender justice community as well. So we led a coalition letter, and at least 60 gender justice organizations joined, where we were lifting up Judge Jackson's qualifications and just the importance of this moment as well. We also partnered with the Women's Bar Association of DC to lead a women lawyers letter that was nationwide, and we had nearly 1,000 signatories to that. And that just showed how important this nomination is. This is the first time we're actually going to have 4 women sitting on the court, so we're almost halfway there, which is amazing to see that we're this close to gender parity when we had the first woman confirmed to the Supreme Court just 40 years ago. So it's amazing seeing that progress over the past 40 years.
Absolutely. Well, talk a little bit more about that, right? So 4 women on the court, right? That's going to be huge. I mean, just think about what does that mean, do you think, not just for the next court, but for future courts?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can talk a little more culturally. I mean, I know for the first time I think ever, the court is, white men are not the majority on the court, which is incredible, right? So I think culturally, and everyone's kind of said it, girls are seeing a Black woman on the court, right? it's going to be the only court they know has one with a black woman on it. So like that, I think just for history and as a people is incredible. And I think we know it can happen. And it's a long time coming, but I think it's only up from here for sure.
For sure. Now, before I let you go, obviously we've got a huge victory today, many fights ahead. So for folks who want to get involved with your work, who want to help uplift other women and put other women in spaces that they are long overdue to be in, what can they do to support your work?
Yeah, I would say definitely stay in touch, especially with the organizations here, She Will Rise, National Women's Law Center, People of the American Way, Leadership Conference. There's a million I'm forgetting that I know we have the links to on this stream. Keep in touch there, contact your senators. That is the best way to know what's going on and to push people, have those conversations with people you know and love. We know that's what makes a big difference, right? I work in comms, I love tweeting things out, I love posting, and that is all good and well.
On social.
Yes, follow us on social and have those conversations, talk with people, right? If you're around kids, tell them about this moment. If you're with people that maybe aren't quite there with you yet on that journey, those important conversations we know is what makes a big difference. And like you said, we've got to fight. We like to call it a journey. So savor the joy, store up your energy, because we've certainly got more on the way.
Definitely a journey and definitely about the future. And my heart is filled up watching all these little boys and girls in robes and Justice Jackson glasses. So culturally and for every other reason, this is a huge day. So thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you. Absolutely.
Afraid of what you feel. You still need time to heal. But I could help you if you just let me try. You touch me there and you feel. Till before was done. But I know that there's nothing you can do. When is this good as no saying no? And with you is ready to go.
Through the fire,
Through the fire,
to the limit, to the wall.
for a chance to be with you, I'll gladly risk it all.
Through the fire,
Through the fire,
whatever comes
what may. For a chance to love you, I'll take it all the way.
Right down to the
wire, even through the fire. Woo! Hey, hey, hey. Woo!
through the test of time. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall.
For a chance to be with you, I'll gladly risk it all.
Through the fire,
Through the fire,
whatever comes
what may. For a chance to be with you, I'll take it all the way. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. Woo! Woo! Hey! Hey!
through the fire,
Through the
to
fire,
the limit,
All right, we got one more for you. I think everybody's feeling good as hell today. Aren't you feeling good as hell? All right, come on, Alicia.
Check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Woo, child. Tired of the bullshit. Gonna get your shoulders up. Keep it moving. Yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in there swimwear. Hey, come on now, dry your eyes. You know you a star. You can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify. If he don't love you no more, hey, just walk your fast self through the door. Hey, hey, I check my hands off. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hands off. Check my neck. Check, baby, how you feeling? Good as hell. Hey, feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Woo, girl, need to kick off your shoes. Gotta take a deep breath. Time to focus on you. All the big fight, long nights that you've been through. Got a bottle of tequila just waiting for you. Boss up and change your life. You can have it all, no sacrifice. I knew that you're wrong, we gon' make it right. So let it go, let it hang tonight. We don't love you anymore. Sing it, girl. Check my nails. Hey, baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hands up. Check my nails. Say, baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hands up. Check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Say, hands up. Check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Listen, y'all, we need to celebrate. If you're feeling good, feeling good as hell. Feeling good as hell. Hey, hey, feeling good as hell. We don't love you anymore. Sing it, y'all. Then walk your fine self out the door. Hey, 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 I do my. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Check hands off, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hands off, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hands off, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Hey, feeling good as hell. If you're feeling good, feeling good as hell. Make some noise, y'all. Feeling good as hell. Hey, hey, feeling good as hell. Make some noise, y'all. If you're feeling good as hell. Make some noise if you're feeling good. Feeling good as hell. We're here to celebrate, y'all. Feeling good as hell. Make some noise, y'all. Feeling good as hell. One more time. Feeling good as hell. Hey, if you're feeling good as hell. Hey, if you're feeling good as hell. Hey, feeling good as hell. Feeling good as hell. Hey, I'm feeling good as hell.
All right, give it up for the Baltimore Urban Inspirational Choir. One more time. All right. Please put your eyes down here on the ground and look at these young ladies. Come on over here, ladies. Come on. Come on down here. I want y'all to see this. Can you all see this? Here they come. Come on, ladies. Over here. Come on over here. Right over here. Come here. Come on, young ladies. Come on, young ladies. Y'all see the future? Do y'all see the future? All right. Come on. What do they have on, y'all? What do they have on? They have on robes, right? Come on in. Oh my goodness. All right. How old are you?
I'm 8. 9. 10. 9. 9.
How old are you?
7.
7.
10.
10. How old are you, baby?
Good.
How old? Yeah. 4. She's 4.
10.
10.
7.
7.
6.
6.
5.
5.
10.
10.
7.
7.
11.
11. 10. Everybody go?
9.
9. How old are
6.
you? 6. All right, 4 to 11. Oh, one more. Come on over. How old are you, baby?
5.
5. 4 to 11. And this is the future. She belongs. These young ladies belong. How old are you, baby? How old are you, honey? 5. All right. So as we can see here today, this is a day of celebration. There's not going to be any speeches here and carry on. This is all about celebrating and knowing what is possible. Oh, how old are you, baby? 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Yeah, she's wearing that robe. She's wearing that robe. So we all know now what is possible. And these young ladies, 2 and a half to 11, know what is possible. What is possible? How many of you have been inspired to go back to school? Maybe get a law degree now? Huh? Maybe become a federal judge? Yes. I love it. Lower courts matter. That's where we get the Supreme Court justices. Lower courts matter. You know, my state, Pennsylvania, we need a black woman on the Supreme Court where we are. There could be one here. All right. So, just very grateful. What do you want to say? You want to say something?
I wanted to say that all justice belongs here, and justice will take care of all of us.
Justice will take care of all of us. A justice for all. Ketanji Brown Jackson is a justice for all. And 2 and a half to 11 years old, they see what is possible. That is what today is all about. That is the celebration today. That is why we are gathered here today. I mean, we are dancing. We are jumping for justice. We're jumping for judge. We're jumping for justice. We're jumping for Ketanji. Okay, wait, leaders here. We want to lead a chant. What's the chant?
When I say Ketanji, you say Jackson. Ketanji. 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 Ketanji.
All right. Give it up for the babies. 2 and a half to 11. They are the future. They are the future. All right. No. That's all right. This is how it happens. This is how it happens. All right. We are going to continue the celebration. I want you all to hold up your posters. And there's still some more over there. If you don't have one, please take home a poster with you. We want to keep this. This is going to be memorabilia. Hold up your posters. We deserve a justice for all. Black women lead. Confirm Jackson. What's that one there? All rise for the Honorable KBJ. Yes. All right. Well, I'm grateful all of you are here. We're going to continue the celebration. It is all about having a good time, dancing, enjoying the music, and enjoying each other in this moment. So thanks for everybody for being out here today. All right.
Keep on running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
All right, we are live here at the Supreme Court. Amazing celebration. Obviously, I'm still choked up from seeing those little girls in the robes dancing in front of the court. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone and just tell us what it feels like to be here today?
Okay, well, I'm Jocelyn Fry. I'm the president of the National Partnership for Women and Families, and it's a great day. It's been a great day all day. Starting this morning and seeing Judge Jackson and listening to her just wonderful words. And it means so much to not simply black women, it means so much to America. It means so much to young people just to see what's possible and to know what she's been through, to see what she went through even during the hearing, but to overcome it and to, I think, really show what it means to just be talented and to do what you're capable of doing, and for her to do that and then have it end up this way is really just extraordinary. So I can't be happier. This is a great day.
That's right. The word of the day is persevere, and she did it in so many ways to get to this moment. And obviously, organizations like yours did so much work to amplify the importance of a nomination like this and to get the confirmation across the line. Tell us a little bit about the work that you all do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think as soon as the president said he was going to nominate a black woman and then nominated Judge Jackson, we knew that we had to be a part of just this incredible coalition of groups, including People For and Black Women's Roundtable, National Women's Law Center. And for us, we just wanted to mobilize and work and get people out. We did a letter that came from women of color businesses just to show that their support. We did thank you letters just to Judge Jackson, just to thank her for her service. We did, get out the vote and calls, all of the above. We came out here with our partners and just to stand on the steps of the Supreme Court and to talk about the time is overdue. This is great that she's going to be here, but we should have had a black woman on the court years ago. So, she is an incredible judge. She's going to do wonderfully, but she's going to be the first and not the last. And so, we talked a lot about being joyous, and we're joyous, but we're going to just continue to fight for this. So it's been great.
A lot of work to get to this moment, both over weeks, months, and decades. And we'll celebrate today, but obviously I know you'll be getting back to work tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about what Justice Jackson will mean for your work advocating for children and families, and what you're hoping for from Justice Jackson.
Well, I think the thing that she brings to the court is a breadth of experience. She's been a public defender. She's worked at different levels of the judicial system. And she, just from her own personal experience, she can see all sides of the issue. And I think for many of us, that is something we felt is lacking in the court. At the end of the day, they're interpreting laws for real people with real problems. And we need a justice who is able to not only understand the experiences of real people, but able to articulate why our laws are supposed to work for them. She has a vision and a philosophy that understands that the law is something that is a living document, and it is not something that is stuck in the past. We have core principles that we believe in, but those principles extend across a lifetime. And so I'm expecting her to be able to articulate that, whether she's in the majority or in the dissent. I think the other thing is that she is so powerful, so persuasive, so we're not going to just assume she's always going to be in the dissent. I think she's going to be able to bring other people over the finish line and talk about her own personal experience and be able to bring a perspective to the court that has been sorely missing for a long time. So I know that whatever she does will be extraordinary, but we just need her voice, her vision, her passion, her competence, her brilliance, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's right. A couple more months until that day, but we'll celebrate until then, right? Thank you so much for joining us, Madam President. Thank you. Awesome. Ready? Oh, yeah, we got someone else coming. Come. Let's talk to him.
Yes. Hello. Hi. How are you today? So I see we have a young federal judge in the making.
We do. Can you say hi? Hi. You tell them your name?
Candace Alexis Andarga.
That's right, Candace Alexis Andarga.
Oh, hi, Candace. Lovely to meet you. So this is your daughter, I assume.
Brandy Colander, and I'm one of the co-founders of She Will Rise. So we're really grateful for the partnership today.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Brandy. So what is it like for you both to be here today?
Is it fun? Are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yes. This one is 3.5 as of this week, so yes. But it is everything for me to see this actually come to pass. And we've been working on this campaign for over 2 years now. And to see the people's response to our efforts and to the collective efforts around this is just indicative that America is ready for this change. So we're really, really excited. It's a moment of joy.
Judge Jackson spoke a lot about being a mom during her hearing, and that was like, you know, so refreshing. I think as a daughter or a mother, what was that like for you as a professional mother yourself?
Every mom wants. Wait, can mommy?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Mommy's gonna finish her sentence. 1 second, okay? It does look like that, but this is what moms do, right? Moms are always multitasking, and I think it's important to call out good partners. My husband is here with us, but for his support, being able to pull this all off together would not be easy. And I think that the justice has really shown up as a woman who is proud of the sacrifice she's made for her daughters. And so every mom wants their daughter or child to look at them the way that we've seen in those pictures, and it's a beautiful moment. And so we're just grateful that that perspective will be brought to this bench. Our issues will have more representation because of her experience.
And that issues that affect professional women and working families are represented.
100%. I mean, what it takes to multitask and pull off the day. Today, you know, black women alone are 63 cents on the dollar comparatively, and 3 times more likely to die during childbearing than their white female counterparts.
Absolutely, and also more likely to support their families and the most educated.
Yes. So, I mean, between being breadwinners and sort of the burdens across the board are just, they're unsustainable. And so it's time for us to really address them at the policy level and at the judiciary.
Thank you so much for being here. How can we get involved with your organization and all your friends?
Go to sisterscotus.org, SISTASCOTUS.org. And hashtag She Will Rise. We would love to have you engaged. We also have a judicial tracker on our website. So while we are getting her seated come October 3rd, we have many other women who are in the pipeline, and we want to support them too.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, you both. For being here. Bye. See you later. Okay. So you all were coming to the end of an incredible evening. Marcus, we're looking. The Reverend Leslie was supposed to be here with us for this moment here. Do you want to talk for a minute?
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, we're so excited that all of you have joined us virtually for this amazing day. If you want to still join the energy, there will still be people out here, I'm sure, after we wrap up today. There have been people out here all afternoon just taking space, being together, and really celebrating this moment. We're so grateful for all of our partners, all of the organizations, but also all of the folks like you who've lent time to this effort, who've worked with our organizations, with our organizational partners to get this confirmation across the line. And we know we've got so much work to do, but this day feels really good. And so we're really excited to be here at the court, to be celebrating with all of these women and all of these little girls who will now see things differently because Ketanji Brown Jackson was confirmed to the United States Supreme Court. So we're just wrapping up, huh? Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. You want to do a biggest takeaway from the day?
I mean, it's just been a brilliant day, and I'm very grateful to be here with all of you, and we'll be doing this again soon.
That's right.
Hopefully when there are 9, right?
Yes, when there. Exactly. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for all of the work you're doing. We will continue to call on you for all of the critical work ahead. But today is a day of celebration, and we're glad all of you could join us for it.
Thank you so much, all of you. Bye.
All right, are we out?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's good. I think we're actually good.
Sweet.